So I just wrote a lesson plan on like rhyming with rhythm. So it's like learning to rap, like rap time class. And I'm excited. I love it. And yes, it's for Outschool. So let me show you the process of how I wrote this lesson plan. I truly just thought of it and thought of you guys and wrote it just right like that, off the fly, off the dome. I wrote it off the dome while I was at home. I was sitting on the sofa watching Al Capone. Hey! So, look at how I write this lesson plan. And hopefully, this eases your nerves a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a walkthrough of how I'm going to create a class here on Outschool. So, this is my class list so far, and it's really easy. I'm going to go to add a class, and I have an idea of the class that I want to do. And I was thinking of a class on rhyming. I was inspired by just watching my own children and my nieces and my nephews. This weekend was my birthday, and all the cousins and everybody got together at my sister's house. We just had a family birthday party because all of us, we're just around each other. So we spend our time around each other instead of everybody else. So, you know, with all the quarantine stuff going on, we're just like, well, you know what? We know where we normally go on a regular basis, so we'll just hang out with each other. So being there, all the kids got together, and I heard them in the bedroom, and they were having like a rap battle. They were playing music and seeing who had the freshest rhymes. And I thought about, oh my gosh, that would be an awesome class. So a lot of people ask me, well, where do you get your ideas? Honestly and truly, most of my ideas come from just my day-to-day activities or my own children inspire me. So I'm going to call this one bombastic. Um, See, you have to think of a title. I'm thinking bombastic. Uh, Rapping poetry. There we go. Because rap is actually poetry, bombastic rapping. You know what? Bombastic poetry rap. There we go. Bombastic poetry rap. Okay, so I have a title. As you see, I just thought of the title. Trying to find something catchy. Now, it says here, add a single sentence or phrase to describe your class. All right, so we're going to say, in this class, um, we will explore rhyming with rhythm to create our own rap poetry. All right, there we go. And now you have to choose a subject. So, would it be English? I'm gonna say English. I'm going to say English because you're dealing with poetry. So, yeah, I'm gonna say English. And then course type. This is going to be a one-time class. They do have the option of multi-day class, ongoing, and flexible schedule. I'll go into that some other time as to what the differences are with those. But for today, it's a one-time class. So we're going to keep that as one-time class. Now, you have to have an image or a video. You don't have to have both. You could have both, but you don't have to. But you have to have an image. So let's create an image. So I'm going to go off of this screen Let's just go off of that. And I'm going to go to my Snapchat. Now let's look. Now with my Snapchat, I actually went to the internet and found this mic. And I'm going to show you. I just went to the internet. I found this microphone. And, no. That's not what I want to do. Okay, so then these little three dots up in the corner. Edit photo. And then I already have my own Bitmoji created. You guys, I use Snapchat a lot, you guys. You can follow me on Snapchat to get like just silly things that I put on Snapchat that sometimes I put on Instagram, sometimes I don't. Let's see. I'm going to type in rapping and see what comes up. Ooh. Oh my gosh, there, ing. Let's see, if I just do rap. Well, we definitely don't want the parent advisory one. So these popped up with rap. I don't even know who this person is. Is that sad? I don't know these people. Ooh, the dab. Earlier I created one and my son was like, my 4-year-old son, Mom, is that you dabbing? I was like, what do you know about the dab? Are you serious? You know about dabbing? Okay, let's see if I said rapping. Oh my goodness, these little things are hilarious. Let's do this little dude right there. Alright, so I'm going to actually screenshot it. Because if I uploaded it, like saved it, it's going to save it as a video and not a picture. But I'm going to save it anyways because I think it's cute. So I screenshot it. Now that I've screenshot it, I'm going to exit out of there. I'm going to go to my photos. And there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and crop all that extra out. You see it's not moving anymore. I didn't want it to be a moving picture. See, look. Easy peasy. So I cropped all the extra out. And see, Outschool, if you can avoid, I need to crop it some more. If you can avoid using words in your photos, they actually prefer you to use pictures without words. The only time I actually do use something with words is if it's something like a book, my own book. You guys know I write books, and so I use my own books. And, of course, it shows the title of the book. This is pretty cool. I like this picture. All right, so here we go. This is the picture. We got a 1-sentence summary. Now you have to go and put in the age group. So I'm going to say this is going to be for the age, let's say 9 to 11. We're going to say 9 to 11. We're going to say that because I'm going to encourage looking in at the stores to find interesting synonyms or even antonyms for the words. Okay, so it'll be more fun if we had, we could do up to, they give you recommendations here. So for the age group that I'm doing, we could do up to like 9 learners. So I'm just going to say 9. Let's see if we can fill it up with 9 learners. And we're going to just do a 30-minute class because I don't think it'll more than 30 minutes to, talk about rhyming, rhythm, and using a thesaurus to build your vocabulary. And then we're going to take turns with seeing if we're going to even play a game. Yeah, you guys, I'm just thinking of this as I'm explaining this. This is how I lesson plan. So if you're scared and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, this is how I lesson plan. So I just did the time. This is a one-time class, so it's just going to be one time a week, 30 minutes. I'm going to say 3 to 9 learners enrolled. I want at least 3 to make it more fun. But I can still have the class if, say, 1 or even 2 people sign up. I can still have it. It'll be up to me. But I'm putting in the recommendation, hey, I'm looking for at least 3 learners. Okay, so now you have to provide what the class is going to be about. What is the learner going to experience? So they give you like an idea of what to discuss. What will be taught? What topics will be covered? How will your class be structured? How will you teach? So I'm going to say this is a laid back approach to rhyming with rhythm and using a thesaurus to build vocabulary. Yeah. I already have an idea in my mind how I'm going to do it. I need to kind of apply it to paper. So that sometimes I work backwards. I get the idea and I create the class, and then I apply everything to paper and really like draft out how I'm going to do the class. So I kind of work backwards. So if you work the other way around, then that's wonderful. This is just how I work. I think the source is capitalized. I think it's capitalized. Okay. Using a thesaurus to build vocabulary. Okay. We will talk about the history of rap and explore rap with and without actual rhyming words while listening to the rhythm. Oops. All samples, I'm going to say all listening samples will be clean music, such as, you guys, I don't even listen to rap. So I don't know. I don't really listen to rap like that. Like I've heard rap on the radio and stuff, but I don't know who the people are. The ones that pop up in my mind, like the common names that I hear, I know they're not clean music. So I have to think such as Will Smith, right? He always talks about his music being clean. Will Smith, the former artist and current actor. Oh my goodness. Where did that spelling come from? And current actor. Put a comma there. Come on, teach. Okay. Now, oops. Sometimes this gets a little tricky doing it on my phone. Okay, now you see, oh my gosh, my battery. You see here, down here in the corner, how it says, it needs to be at least 500 characters. Of course I'm not done, but it's giving me my character count that I'm at 324 characters. I'm going to give a little bit more of the description here. And if Outschool doesn't like my description, then they'll just send it back and say, you need to add more. You need to talk about this. You need to blah, 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 blah. But at least when they send it back, they're normally specific on what editing or modifications they want you to do. So then I modify it, send it back, and I get it approved, like almost immediately. So it's no big deal. If they don't like it the first time, I just make a little alteration. So no big deal at all. There was one class I just gave up. I was just like, okay, this is not for me. Only one time did that happen. All my other classes either were approved the first time around or they sent it back for me to modify something simple. I did it and it was approved sometimes within a few minutes, which was, I was like, wow, somebody was sitting there waiting for it. So it just all depends. So let's keep adding to this description. Is it called beatboxing or beatboxing? Oh my gosh. Don't laugh at me, you guys. I really like the art of it, but beatboxing, I'm going to put it in parentheses, using our mouths to make the music. Okay. All right. We will explore a thesaurus let's see, we will explore an online thesaurus supplied by the teacher. All right, so now you can see it. On my phone, it's kind of hard to see. When you're on the computer doing it, then it makes it easier. Okay, so I think there are no typos. If there are typos, they'll send it back too. I was just looking it over. Learning goals. Now it says it's optional, but I always put a learning goal there. So each learner will be able to recite at least rhythm. Yeah, that's going to be the learning goal. I think this is going to be fun. I surprised myself that I came up with this. Okay, homework. So it says it's optional, but I'm telling you, if you put something in every box, you're more likely to get it approved the first time. There will be no formal, I'm going to say assignment. No formal assignment. Assessment. It says it's optional, but I'm going to put it something anyway. Each learner will be informally participation. You guys don't laugh at me. Sometimes I don't see the word suggestion at the bottom, and I just keep typing. Now, you don't have to suggest another class, but I do this because I think that it makes them, hey, I'm going to join this next class that Miss Lala is offering. Parent guidance, there's no parent guidance. Not applicable. We won't be listening to anything inappropriate. Sources, we will listen to pre-recorded music samples from known musicians with a musical talent for all ages, such as, everybody knows Will Smith, pretty much. Parents just don't understand. All music samples will be clean. There might be some parents that, I don't know, there might be some parents that don't let their children listen to secular music. So So you never know. So I just put that on there so they really know what the class is about, so I avoid getting a bad review. Okay, so then we have teacher expertise. It's not a sensitive topic, so I don't need to state why I'm an expert in this field. No, this is for the student. Learner supply list. Learner supply list. Not applicable. They don't need anything. Well, we could say they can use paper. They can, we'll say, optional to bring paper. Oh my goodness. Optional to bring thought of. Now the price. For this class, there's no really rule of thumb as far as your price goes. You can charge whatever. It's a 30-minute class. We're going to talk about rhyme. And so for a class like this, I normally would charge anywhere from $8 to $10. So for this one, I'm going to, and since for the amount of learners that I'm having, after Outschool takes their, you see, after Outschool takes their 30% fee, this is how much I could possibly make. If I do the minimum 3 students and I'm charging $10 an hour, I bring home 21. If I max it out at the 9 students and I'm charging $10 an hour, then my take home is 63. So they already take it out for you when they give you, this is how much you would make. So I'm thinking about making it $8. So look, if it's $8 for a 30-minute class, I can make $17 to $50 for this one class for 30 minutes. We're going to do, I'm going to say $10 because we're dealing with older kids here. I'm going to say $10 because we're dealing with older kids. I am going to give them a little rundown of the history of rhyme. And we're going to do a lot in 30 minutes. So it's going to be a little action-packed. We can move at a faster pace, seeing that I'm doing it for the ages 9 to 11, as you saw up there. It was for the ages 9 to 11. I don't have to move all that slow. But so I'm going to say $10 and see how it does for $10. And that's it. That's it. And then you just click request and you send it on off. Now, Bombastic Poetry Rap, listing requested. And you just wait. You wait for them to approve it. So I'm going to show you, these are the classes that I have so far. Animal Boogers, Bombastic Poetry Rap, which is waiting. Can animals sneeze? Determining whether news is objective or subjective. Drawing with shapes, feelings, colors, and you. Find the kangaroo words. Flex the brain with trivia fun. Fun with the water cycle. Get comfortable conversing in English, which no one has booked yet, by the way. So I don't know. I might just, I'm going to stop scheduling it because it's taking up my time slot and no one's booking it, even though I have saved. Hilarious Chit Chat with Puppets. Historical Black Scientists. I'm waiting for them to, they sent that back to me to be revised, and I sent it back in earlier this morning, and they haven't looked at it yet. How to make no-clip Play-Doh, and this one, I'm just going to forget about it, but how to recognize emotional bullying and use skills to help. Because they're saying I need to be a counselor of some sort, and I don't have those credentials, so I'm just going to forget about it. How to take care of pet rats, which has been fun and successful. Inferencing in the real world, is it a flower or a weed? Kid Flex Strong, exercise with Miss Lola. Learn about flies and read with book author Miss Lola. Let's talk dinos. Let's talk perseverance and read with book author Miss Lola. More on how to take care of pet rats. Name these bones. And I haven't even listed that one. I don't know if I'm going to do the one-on-one. The astronomical life of an astronaut. The deal with gas in the human body. The pet rat enthusiast. The water cycle moves. The yummy world of insects. What's that, Doc? Medical instruments. Will it sink or will it float? your very own pet rock. Now, a lot of teachers don't have that many classes, but you guys, I'm a seasoned public school teacher, and I got a degree in creating curriculum. My master's degree is in curriculum and instruction. So creating curriculum for me is like I get a thought and then boom, curriculum. So I came up with a bunch of ideas, and trust me, I'm not even halfway done. I have so many ideas. It's just I just have to take the time to really do it. Just do it. I have so many ideas. There's no way I can even fit them all in a calendar month. I'd have to rotate what classes I offer, which is for me great. So I'm trying to see which ones are popular right now. But now you got the rundown on how to create your own posting, your own class posting with lesson planning. So hopefully that was helpful for you.
It was actually listed. Like 20 minutes later, after I submitted it, they approved it. So it worked.
And as always, TTSN.